Got you.
School. We further than the block though, so
We are.
your girl not gonna be outside today.
No. Fuck this heat, dog. I was trying to see
Bro,
some booty.
it's hot as shit today.
I don't think it's nobody banned on this end of the block.
The whole head, the crazy old head down here. Remember? He probably outside watering his grass again. It's hot. He probably taking care of the lawn and shit. I don't know.
Nah, they ain't fine.
Yeah, I want to see the crazy
I
old
want
head.
the baddies. All the booties live in the middle of the block.
They do right next to you too.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to be at.
It's crazy. I told you next time you pull a pole out, let me know, cause
Say that.
you gonna pull a pole out and not say nothing. Mo wants swimming, y'all. This nigga wants swimming after seeing the baddies. I'm telling.
First off,
I'm
don't let
snitching
this
out
nigga
shit.
lie to y'all. I can't swim in that pool. It's a kiddie pool. That shit is little. I sat in the pool with my daughter because it was hot as hell. We ain't go swimming.
I was out here trying to show them. Look at my chocolate, yo. Nigga was out here trying to show somebody something.
Nah, I was chilling. Had my wine out, my hookah. It was hot. Definitely gotta get the setup going again though.
Yeah, definitely, because we got to put some shit on the grill. Girl, let me know, because I told you I got yelled at about these ribs. So
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I'll prep the ribs. I'll bring them over. You could just finish
I
them
might
on
get
the grill.
fancy this time and bring some steaks out too, because I don't never grill steaks. I get real basic with the grilling just because I don't usually end up grilling all day. I usually get distracted. But I might actually try with some shit up.
Bro, steaks be easy to grill because they only take like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Then you just tap that bitch. You be like, and I tried to do it with a food thermometer at one point, but I don't do that no more. I just literally just put it on there for like 5 minutes each shot or something and call that on a day. I'm not doing all that. So temp might be a little bit off, but depending
So
on.
as long as I can eat it. As long
I
as the
was about
temp
to
is
say-
cooked enough so I can eat it, I'm good.
I was about to say it don't be
I'm-
be dry, but yeah.
As I've said on this pod plenty of times, it don't matter where on the steak cook spectrum you are, I'm gonna eat it. It don't matter if I'll eat rare all the way to well done. I don't want no well done because that shit trash, but
I say well done. That's cook. Yeah, I don't.
overly cooked. That's dried out burger meat.
A good like, I'm gonna say 3 to 5 minutes on each side should give you like a nice medium well, depending on like how thick the steak is. It'd be cool. Yeah, you don't gotta keep it on there that long.
We're gonna cut a minute off then because I don't want that medium well. I need a nice medium. I need to see that
2
pink
minutes
when
on
I
each
cut.
side. As long as you know, as long as you got the grill hot enough, you should be straight. Yeah, it's not too bad. I set timers too.
I'm about to get my coworker. Well, you know how TD got the what should I say my job on here? You know how they got the awards, the reward job when you can go in and buy stuff.
Yeah, you could buy everything on there too. I pulled a beat spill from there with the logo.
Bro, I got like 1,000 points right
crazy.
now. So the stuff I could get is like good stuff. And my coworker just bought one of the stove griddle Jones, the little flat that you heat up, and he got one of them on there for like 400 points. I'm like, yo, I could do that and still have points left. I'm about to get one. Breakfast gonna be so much easier. I'm cooking everything at the same time.
Oh, I feel you.
Everything at the same time. Because right now I'll be in different pots. Like I don't like multitasking, but if everything right next to each other, just flip, scramble, flip the bacon.
Yo, my old manager had one of those when I was in Andorra, and he had one of them joints right in the like break room. Niggas making pancakes, bacon, and everything. When I say full-blown breakfast, the shorties used to bring bacon and like the pancake mix.
They'll just walk in the
make eggs. They
walk
would
in the
turn
bacon
on.
and smell like a breakfast spot.
Bro, it was like they would be outside eating them joints. They like you open the back door and be like, oh my god, what's that smell? Like, oh yeah, we was back there chefing it up.
Bruh. I heard Chase got ovens and stoves and shit in their break room, like full-on kitchens.
Who cooking?
Bruh. You know Karima, she be in there. She be getting it.
That's great. I'm not cooking.
Taking whole fucking Cornish hens and stuff in there,
Bro,
baking a Cornish hen for lunch? Bro, that's drawing. Whole bread smell like Sunday dinner.
You know how early I go in? Like, you gotta prep the food, go back there on like a little 10-minute break, put the stuff in there, set the joint on low, and then go back to work for however long before your break, and then go enjoy your meal. Like, you gotta do too much.
So much. And work at the same. You doing all this while you working.
I ain't got it.
This is wild.
I ain't got it. That's how we know we can work from home. Because if I could do all of this while I'm working in the office, can you imagine if I could just set my laptop up in the fucking kitchen?
In the kitchen, yeah, it's over.
It'd be over. Like, I'll be getting busy out here. It's crazy. Like, nah, that's crazy. But shout out to her, because I ain't got it.
Man, I was like, I need to work at your branch.
I was about to say that. I need to definitely do
I'll buy the groceries just because I ain't finna do it.
I was like, listen, we can compromise. I'll wash the dishes for you too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna do whatever you need.
Hold on, Mr. Customer. I gotta go do my chores. I'll be right back.
Look at you, man. What chores do you have, sir? What are you talking about?
I'm on kitchen duty today.
Just bring them back a little sandwich or something.
Right.
Look, I washed the dishes because you waited and you were patient. This you earned this.
Here go a little leftover platter. Take that
They was like, what? They go to all their friends.
Yo,
I came into the Chase Burns today. I came out with a meal. It was free too.
Go
All I
over
had
here
to
and count
do was
that
wait.
Chase. They making free meals.
That's bad. Talk about customer service.
Yo.
Talk about customer service. That'd be wild. And I remember TD used to get mad when you called they branch your branch. They be like, we are a store.
Yo, I used to do it intentionally because I don't understand the issue. One, you're not a store. You don't sell anything. Why would you, as a bank, why would you want to be a store? We don't sell things. Like, we offer solutions. So if we're offering solutions, we should be a branch.
They wanted to be different, I guess. I don't know.
That's dumb.
We are not the same as Wells. We are not the same as PNC. We are a store.
It's dumb.
Like, oh.
It's a dumb concept because stores sell things. Y'all ain't selling nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. Customer service, maybe. I don't know. No idea. But, yeah, I was like, I don't know. But can you imagine, like, actually walking out with a sandwich in your, like, neighborhood branch? That's top tier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming in there. I don't need nothing. I lost my card every week. Every week, I'm coming in there for a new card. What happens today, Mr. Harvey? Chill. Just get my sandwich.
Give my sandwich in my card.
Y'all ain't gotta service me today. Like, if y'all want to give me a card, that's cool. I just need a sandwich.
I come back for the card.
You got somebody?
Nah, she over here. She ain't it.
Nope. I guess it's out of block illustration.
Yeah, that's where the poor people live.
Yeah, you could say that because you live on the other side. Yo, you are wild. Oh, man. You are wild. All right, well, let's get into it. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Cool. So, as always, welcome to another episode of Car Convos, the pod. Shon, as always, on the driver's side. Mo, my guy, is on the passenger side. Mm-hmm. We're here bringing you another episode. As always, we're gonna start off with the follow, the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscriptions, all that good shit. Mm-hmm. We need y'all to do it because, again, that helps us. Leave a comment on Apple. By doing that, you are helping us be found by other people. More people who find us, the more content you will get. Because, we love y'all. Quid pro quo type situation. But yeah, so y'all here. What's going on with you though? How you feeling?
Another day, another dollar out here working for the man.
That's the answer.
Yeah, I'm just a slave, modern day slave, as Kanye would say. New slave.
I mean, you got rights at least this time.
That's right.
I mean, back in the day, they ain't had nothing. You just did what people said.
Definitely.
At least you don't feel like working now. You could just be like, listen, it's 3 o'clock, bro. You trying to record? You feel like, yeah.
It's a fact. That's a fact.
And as we just said, people working and they cooking in the break rooms. So it's a little bit different.
It's a good time to be a slave.
Yeah,
it's a good time to be a slave.
It's a little bit different, but we doing our thing out here.
Mm-hmm. Still overworking, underpaid though.
Is there ever gonna be a time where you feel like you're not though? I feel like regardless of how much I make, I'm probably always gonna feel that way.
Well, I mean, until I'm being paid to not do anything, I'm always gonna be overworked.
Gotcha. So even if you work like 5 hours, you're gonna be like, still.
Until I'm at a point where my investments are working for me, I'm overworked.
I can understand that.
I got that question on one of them NGO things one time. It was like, "What's your dream job?" Like, I want to work. Who dreams of working?
Exactly,
like,
right.
If my dream is to be so successful that I don't have to work,
I feel that.
You
I
know,
feel that.
I can invest. Let me hold on, y'all, real quick. I guess this what's this.
Yo, something I don't be getting right is I talk to people about like passions, and they always be like, "Well, it's not work if it's your passion." And in my head, it's still work.
It still work.
It's still work.
Let's not
Like,
pretend. I just enjoy the work because it's something I always wanted to do. For example, you know, my plan is to one day like distill my own alcohol. It's still gonna be work for me to distill it, but like
but you
I'm
enjoy
gonna
the
enjoy
alcohol.
doing it because it's something I always wanted to do,
Yeah.
which is fine, you know. But that still shouldn't be it should be that should be your passion, but not your dream. I think like your
That's
passion is going to require work, but your dream you should not have to work at all. You should just be getting paid to lay in the shade.
I get that, but yeah, people don't be understanding. Like, they don't get it. It's always like they always feel like your work should be your passion in all cases.
Nah, that's
And
just another way that them big corporations try to get you so that you stay there.
I feel like not even just big corporation. Entrepreneurs say that shit all the time too. I feel like everybody just gets it just so that you can kind of like think what you think, and then you think about going out here and doing whatever it is that your passion is, that you're just gonna make money doing it. Like, I know a lot of people who I know a lot of different I want to say popular like ventures that people are taking, like the hairstylists of the world. I know a lot of art people who do like paintings and stuff like that. I know people who do podcasts, like they want to get bread off of this. You know what I mean? Like, just different type of ventures. They're like, well, we're gonna do this. We're gonna get paid, like, because I enjoy doing it. And I'm like, no, that's not what it's not just because you enjoy it. Like, you got to do the work behind, enjoying it, and then you'll get the success that you want. But you still got to do the work. But
Right.
people don't look at it like this is work. It's just something I enjoy. And I'm like, nah, that's the cap. Y'all gotta fall off of that mindset. Like, understand that whatever you do is always gonna be work. But nah, I don't know. People crazy. So here we are.
There we are, slaving away. But anywho, how was your week?
It was cool so far, bro. I ain't really do much during the week. Kind of recovering.
For those that don't know, Shon's birthday was last week. He's being real modest. He skipped over
I was
last
about
episode.
to go back there. Yeah.
He's talking about recovering and shit. Now get to the good stuff. We want the goods.
I thought I was drunk. I feel like that's as good as it's gonna get. Nah, we went out Friday. To a bar, little hole in the wall joint, mom and pop joint. I like to go to because don't nobody be in there.
First of all, let me explain this bar to y'all. So, for those of y'all that don't know Philly is it's a very like straight and narrow city. So like everything's up and down, left and right when it comes to streets, right? This particular bar is on Lancaster. Lancaster's like a major street in West Philly. If you're going down Lancaster, you would never notice this bar. Like, it's so low key that if there was like if you look up the definition of low key on Urban Dictionary, you got to put a picture of the bar there because you would not see it. But when you get on the inside, it's rather chill in there. And on top of it being rather chill in there, it also turned into like a nightclub at 9 o'clock, and they had the lights going, they had the smoke going, they had a fucking DJ in there. It was wild. Like, this spot was crazy. It was really a good vibe.
But whenever you turn to your left or to your right, it was always a family member or a friend.
Facts.
You never gonna run like this. Not the bar that you want to go to if you try and get some hoes. Whether you a male or a female, ain't no hoes in there.
It's
just going to be
it's
the people
regulars
that you
and then who you came with.
Exactly, and the regulars are old. Like, they old. I think the bar is like Trinidadian or something like that. Like, they got the Trinidad flags and all that. So you go there, they got good food. I ain't even gonna hold you. They had good food in there. We missed the food because we got there late. But like, when I went and I got the food before, it's on slab.
I walked in and there was a table full of old heads playing cards in the corner.
Just playing spades.
Just playing cards. I was like, oh, what is this?
Exactly. How much of a like mom and pop joint could it be for old heads just to come and play cards? You know what I mean? Like, that's, I don't know.
I was playing cards for about an hour, and then suddenly they was like, all right, tables up, lights off.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, it was club.
Yeah, I don't know. I appreciate that though. So I like the me personally, like, whenever I'm going out with my family and all that, I like to chill. I like my family to come out, and when I say my family, I'm not just talking about the people my age. I'm talking about like my mom, actually, my actual mom, my dad. My grandma come out every now and again and get her two stuff on. So like, I don't want to take them nowhere where they're gonna get like a little culture shock. you walk into a place and there's mad twerking going on, music talking about sucking dick and eating pussy and all that other stuff. My grandma got to listen to that. Like, nah, I don't want nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Too, like, I don't want nothing. She, niggas got to go to church. She gonna have a heart attack. Like, oh my God. Like, yeah, like, I don't want none of that. So I decided to choose, something real low key, rather low key where it's like, and just invite, a couple choice friends, some family members or whatever. We're gonna get a couple drinks. We probably eat some good food, chill, have good conversation or whatever. Turn up if we want to, and then everybody go home drunk. And that's exactly what happened. So
That's exactly what happened.
by the end of the night, we always faded. My dad was in there buying shots for niggas he ain't know.
Be included.
Because
be included.
This is they first encounter together. Mo didn't even know that was my dad.
Did
like
not.
I said something to him. He said, "Bro, that's your pop."
Did not had no clue.
Just was like, yo, he bought me mad drinks. Like he just kept buying shots. It's like I took him, but
Every time I looked up, he was like, "Tequila." I was like, "Yes."
I just was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? My dad was like, I mean, I knew he was with you. I saw y'all talking, so I was just like, all right, cool. But yeah, so people was drunk.
Guy.
Believe my dad was drunk, and that's why he was buying shots for everybody. But yeah, he was in there. My mom was drunk. I think my mom and dad each had like between like 6 and 8, I think, shots or drinks, each.
Turning up.
Yeah, it was a good drunk. I thought I had like 8 or 9 like for a good portion of my night, but I was told later that I said 8 or 9 for like a half hour or so. But every time somebody seen me, I had another drink in my hand. So I probably low key had like between like 15 and 20. I don't know. But I didn't notice that I was still saying 8 or 9 when I was still drinking. Thought I was done drinking, but nah. So yeah, I was drunk.
It was a good time.
It was a good time. Yeah, it was a night. It was a night.
So it was Friday. What about Saturday?
What did I do Saturday? Oh, Saturday we had cookout. It's a bunch of like July birthdays in my family. So we just had like this one celebration for all the July birthdays. It's a cancer cookout. So all the cancers in the family come turn up. So I definitely was there. Got drunk again because now I'm like with everybody in my family, not just my choice selected, but everybody. So we was there, turned up there. I was drunk, and when I came home, my cousins and I wasn't even done. Like, apparently before I got there, everybody had edible sale. My cousin was like, "You won't come to my house to stand there, all this other stuff." I had to come back to my house to grab something. So I was like, "I'm gonna go home." I had to cross the bridge, come back to Philly. I'll hit y'all up as soon as I get there, and I'm gonna see what's up. By the time I got home, did what I needed to do, hit my cousin up. She was like, "Yeah, we still over here," but my cousin's whose house it was asleep. It's like she trying to sleep and this, that, and the third, all this other stuff, because the edible took her out.
I bet.
She had the edible when I left, but the edible had her by the time I was I was ready to come back out. I also had another cousin who was like fucked up while I was there. Edible started to take her out. She wanted to go sit in the car. She was about to be sleeping in the back seat. Niggas was fucked up. So
edibles are a dangerous game, man.
Yo, and you never know how much to take. You never know how much of an edible to take. Because people always be like, take half. But then some people be like, nah, just take a small piece. But what's a small piece?
Right.
Like, what do you consider a small piece? Like,
so my brother always brings us these edibles from DC. They cookies, they 200 milligrams. So we do like a pie chart with the motherfuckers. So we started doing eighths.
Niggas start turning.
Because I was doing, I the first time I had one, I did a half, and I almost had a panic attack. Like, it was bad. I was like,
a bad trip, bro.
I was freaking out because I thought I was going like forget to pick my daughter up because it was like middle of the day. I ate it like 11 o'clock in the morning, and by 3 o'clock pickup, I was like, shit, I gotta go. So that's real bad.
It starts getting.
Yeah. Second time was a couple months ago, and that time I ate a quarter, and I was very high, but I didn't have the panic attack. Like, it was everything that the first high was minus the panic, because I didn't have nothing to worry about. Like, I was just like, I gotta go home. Like, that was it.
Gotcha.
So that was also too much. So now I'm at a point where, all right, I'm only taking a quarter of this cookie, because anything more, I'm not going to be able to function enough to be able to do what I got to do. So quarters it is for me.
All right, that's cool. I mean, but you got to know your limit, right? But that's the part of it is, how do you know what your limit is until you do it? Like, niggas always be like, take a piece of this.
That's
and
right.
the thing with edibles is you can either be high or you can not be high at all, right?
Yeah.
And I hate it because you be like, damn, that shit wasn't shit. You took this little piece, what
Yeah,
you considered a little. Like the edible wasn't nothing, and then the next joint you take, next thing you know, you ready to head to the ER because, like you said, bad shit, part pounding or whatever. You having just a bad time overall, and then it's like, oh shit, I don't know what happened. Like the edible never did this to me before, and I don't know. So yeah, my cousins was tore up. Like they thought they was good, but then they wasn't. So I ended up staying in Philly. I think that was pretty much the end of my night. I probably had poured a little bit to myself and just chilled, honestly speaking. And then Sunday was just dinner and the movies. Sunday was actually like the most chill day of like my birthday weekend that I had because we didn't do much. Dinner was at Capitol Grill. My steak was a little bit overcooked for myself, but you
you ain't send
know,
that back?
nah, but I
You
ain't trying
send
to
that
talk
back
about
at
that.
Cat.
So,
I
nah,
don't play with these steakhouses, man. I pay all that money. Y'all want $50 for a steak, which ain't really terrible for me. Like I feel like steaks are worth that much, but like
yeah,
if I'm paying that 50, you gonna perfect this shit.
nah,
You're not
but
gonna
it
bring
was.
me if I order medium rare. You're not gonna bring me a medium well. You can bring me a medium, and I might be like, all right, cool.
So
But
you're the type of person that get the steak, cut it right down the middle, and be like, look.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, because you can't
So,
do the edges, because the edges are always gonna be more cooked than the
yeah,
rest of
yeah,
it. So
yeah.
like, I need to know what my temp is at. Because if I cut the edges and I eat half the steak, and I'm like, wait a minute, this shit a little over. I need half the steak down. They're like, well, you ate most of it. Why can't you finish it?
That's true.
So I need to know what my temperature is at as soon as it come out.
Nah, that's true. But nah, I ain't sending it back. I don't have time for all that. It was like if it was just like me and like one other person, like if I went on like a date or something, then I'd have been like, all right, cool. But it was a group of us. We had to get like a private room and everything. Probably get like I'm gonna say 15 to 20 people.
Really?
So yeah, it's decent size. So Friday was for like I said, a choice group of like friends and family. Like so, my dad's friends, my mom's friends, and then like my friends came out. Saturday was like just a big family event, so anybody on like that one side of the family, and then Sunday was my aunts and uncles, like people like my grandmom's age and stuff like that. So
Okay.
they can do the dinner, they ain't come to the movies or whatever. But yeah, so it was kind of like levels to like the age ranges of the people I was with. So on Sunday it was like those were like the older folk. We went out, ate, had a good time, and then like I said, a couple of my friends came out too, so I wasn't just out there with the old folk. But yeah. So the birthday was alright. I got to celebrate with everybody, like literally everybody. Um,
That's lit.
yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. And
Sounds
then
good.
the movies was Nope, which confused the fuck out of me.
Right.
Um, just didn't understand it. I, I just did it.
Did I send you the breakdown that somebody gave me?
No.
I didn't. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm not going to tell y'all because no spoilers. But it's definitely if you are not. I want to say if you're not like really somebody who can break down film, it's going to miss you. Like it's so. It's not a movie that's hard to follow. It's just a lot going on that like doesn't feel like it ties together.
Right.
But it does. It just doesn't tie together directly in the movie. It's like you got to think outside the box. So it was knowing what it's supposed to represent. I don't hate it. I think it's a good film, and I think it was shot very well. Like I don't have any issue with how it was shot. I just for the longest time in the theater, I was trying to understand what the point of the movie was.
Yeah, for me, it was a bunch of stuff happening, and there was no tie-in. There was no correlation to these events. It was shit that happened over here on the left field. It was shit over here on the right field, and things were just happening at the same time. And I was just like, well, what does this have to do with this? And because I couldn't figure that out, it was like the movie itself was okay. Like it wasn't a bad watch. I could sit down, I could watch it. However,
I'll probably watch it again to be honest.
you probably need to watch it again.
Yeah.
Like if you really wouldn't like get it. But nah, yeah. So for me, it just was like there was no tie-in because there was no tie-in. Like the storyline was cool, but it just didn't it didn't do well tying the things together for me, and because of that, I was like, all right, cool. I had to say no, like nah. So yeah, but that was my birthday. That was pretty much everything I did. Actually sick of July at this point. Because I don't normally have to celebrate with everybody,
Right.
so it was a different feel. Normally I'm on vacation somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? It's probably like me and Shanice because her birthday the day after mine or whatever,
Right.
and we be chilling, like I'd be cool. But this year was so exhausting because one, I don't even like people. Granted, they were my family, but it's a lot of energy, exhausted trying to like entertain, especially because it's my birthday and I was like center of attention, like trying to entertain everybody. I was like, nah. By the time my birthday was over, I was just like, I'm not coming outside for like a month.
I feel that.
So yeah, chilling now though.
What about Tuesday? How'd you feel about the movie on Tuesday?
Oh, the One Piece one.
Yeah.
I actually like the One Piece one, bro. I'm still at the part of One Piece, in the anime where the animation style is still trash.
Okay.
Seeing One Piece with better animation is definitely exciting.
Bruh, that's the most recent movie. So the animation on that is phenomenal, and it got me excited for what's to come with Red in a couple weeks.
Gotcha.
Well, next week, because I think Brandon said it come out on 6th. So I don't know when it hits States, but it come out in Japan next week. So it got me real excited for what we're going to see on Red, because that was 2016.
Mm-hmm.
What we finna see now is about to be some next level type. Man.
Yeah, I fucked with that.
Yeah, I'm real excited.
The storyline itself was just regular anime storyline, or regular, I'm gonna say superhero movie storyline. Like, you know, you end up in a place, things happen, bad guy, shows himself. Superhero gets beats up a little bit because the bad guy's, mad, overpowering. And then superhero has this coming of age moment where so they're like, you know what? Fuck this, it's the power of friendship and we all just gonna trash you. And then next thing you know, bad guy gets beat. So, I mean, it's the same old story told 1,001 times, but the way they illustrated it was pretty decent, so I appreciated it.
I missed all that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know, you left us. I said it when I came out.
No. There was a combination of I kept falling asleep and I kept going to the bathroom. Cool. I was falling asleep because it was cold in there. I didn't expect it to be that cold. I go to movies all the time, and the movies are regularly cold, but I'm rarely ever in there like, oh, I'm cold. So when we were in there, my movie was at like 7 o'clock. We in there. I'm refreshed before we go in, and I'm sitting there, and then after a while, I'm like, the next thing I know, I'm waking up. I'm like, oh shit, I missed something. So I missed a couple moments. I missed most of Zoro getting busy, so that upset me a little bit. And then I saw Luffy go Gear 4, but I didn't. Oh man, that spoiled that for you. I just realized it because when you had Luffy,
I know what Gear 4 is.
Luffy only Gear 2?
Yeah.
But
I know
Gear 3. Gear 3.
Yeah, because Gear 3 is when he blew his fingers out, right?
Yeah.
Blew his hands up.
So that was earlier in the movie. You saw that he went Gear 4 at the end.
Yeah, I knew what Gear 4 looked like though.
Okay.
Yeah, but. So, I mean, most getting old guys falling asleep in movie theaters and shit.
Bruh, it ain't the first time, it won't be the last. But I was just confused that time because I wasn't tired. I wasn't tired at all. The cold put me down. That was legit being there.
Y'all not watching, y'all should head over to the YouTube. The head bob. Like, it's just like, oh, nigga just died.
Yeah. Man, but I enjoyed that One Piece one too, so that got me real excited for the next one to come, as well as for the rest of the anime. Shout out to my guy Brandon. We have to have more conversation because I need more information on what's to come because I feel like he got the answers. Because I don't be knowing nothing. I just be watching and real excited for what's coming next. Yeah, that's that. So that's good. Birthday week was good. You got celebrated and shit.
That's cool. It was a good job. But let's get into it, bro. What topics we got today? What we talking about?
What's up? So we have today. So current events. So to all my folk from Philly, Philly is in this prime right now. And when I say Philly's in this prime, I know y'all gonna be like, what, you tripping? It's all this crime. Niggas is dying.
Niggas about to be mad.
Everybody got a gun. I hear what you're saying, and I hear those cries. But when it comes to tourism and events, we in the best spot, bro. Since 2017, when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, we have been getting all these lit-ass events coming into town. We didn't have the Eagles parade. We didn't had, what do we had? We had the NFL draft. We had the Pope coming to town, et cetera, et cetera. And that's all fine and dandy. But moving forward, we got a lot of sporting events coming. We have I think the PGA Tour is coming here. or not the PGA Tour. I'm sorry, the U.S. Open is coming here.
Yeah.
We have the FIFA. If people don't know what FIFA is, that is soccer, the international soccer tournament. Soccer is the biggest sport in the world, so to have that come is going to be crazy. That means a lot of international women for my niggas out there. If you try and get you a foreign, that's the time.
For the girls too.
Yeah, but just announced WrestleMania. Some of y'all not in the wrestling, but WrestleMania is coming in
Yo, I know niggas
2024.
that's not in the wrestling no more because they just don't watch it. But because
Right.
it's coming, they're like, yo,
Dog,
I used to watch
WrestleMania,
this as a kid. It's nostalgia.
WrestleMania is huge. No matter how long it's been since you watched wrestling, it's too big of an event for you to just turn your nose up at. Like, if you got an opportunity to go, you go. Typically, niggas don't go because you got to travel, and the cost to travel and stay and all that is a lot. But if you could just get a ticket, the ticket gonna be expensive, but like just the experience of saying you were there, it's a whole nother level. And the energy inside the stadiums is crazy too. So I'm super excited for that. WrestleMania hasn't been in Philly since 1999. So I was 8 the last time it came, and I wasn't there. So I'm definitely gonna be there this time.
McDonald's money, you know what I was gonna say.
Nigga, no McDonald's money at all. But yeah, so that's good news for the city. Another good thing that's coming to the city, the Sixers announced that they plan to open this stadium downtown by 2030. 2030.
Took about 8 years.
Yeah. By 2030, they want to have a stadium at the current, what the hell is that thing? The Gallery. Let's call it the Gallery because I don't know what it's called now. Right there at 10th and Market, they're going to put
the stadium.
Yeah, what's it called? 76 Place is what they're going to call it. Right now, there's a lot of conversation. There's a huge hurdle they got to get over with pushback. There are a lot of people out there who feel like it's just not good. It's going to cause so much more traffic. The residents of Chinatown are pushing back because that's right next to them, and it's going to ruin their culture, and things like that. And I hear all those pleas, but when it comes down to basketball specifically, not just sports, but basketball specifically, most NBA franchises, one, they own their own stadium, which the Sixers did not. The Wells Fargo Center did not belong to them. It's owned by Comcast, Comcast Spectacor, but Comcast. And the Sixers didn't want to be a renter anymore. Just like motherfuckers don't want to rent their own house no more. You want to buy your own. You're tired of giving your money to somebody else. You want to be able to make the improvements you want.
Exactly.
So the Sixers want to be able to do that. So that's one reason why they're moving. And then two, most NBA teams that own their own stadium have moved them into their downtown area. And though there have been, some things that have adjusted with like the culture in those areas, because for some reason in most cities Chinatown is downtown. I don't know why that's a thing, but it's hurt the Chinatown area. Specifically, they pointed at DC, which I don't know if you've been to the Capital One Arena in DC, but it's directly next to Chinatown, and their Chinatown has become just a bunch of like restaurants and businesses with name written in Chinese. Like it'll be McDonald's but written in Chinese, or Starbucks written in Chinese. And that's unfortunate. Like it really, really is. So it's going to be key for them to figure out how they can work with that area to make it so that they can still be authentic and keep their culture and still have the stadium there. Because this wasn't the first location choice for the Sixers. They really wanted to be on the waterfront, but they lost that bid to some New York investor to be down there on Penn's Landing. So this was the second best option. And honestly, I think it's best for the city just in the fact that, like one of the things people are arguing is traffic. I don't know about y'all, but I don't drive downtown as is. I don't do that at all. It's way too many ways to get around the city without having to go into the city. So I'm skipping that altogether. But the location that they're placing the stadium or planning to place the stadium is going to be right on top of Jefferson Station. So anybody that knows where Jefferson Station is, that was in the gallery. It was on the lower level and it was in the middle. So Jefferson Station has just that. Not even Jefferson Station. That area has at least like 6 different modes of transportation without you having to take your car. You can take the regional rail. You could take the Market Frankfurt line. The Broad Street line runs right there. There are also buses that run directly above. You could take a taxi. You can take an Uber or a Lyft. And that's all without you having to bring your car into the city. So I think it's the perfect location to allow such transportation to happen. There are people who are crying about crime. I don't believe that'll be a thing. There's not crime downtown anyway, so I don't know why there would now be crime downtown. Nobody's robbing you after a Sixers game. Why would they choose there to? Why would they choose to rob you downtown and not choose to rob you at the sports complex now? And then there are talks about extending the subway system to underserved areas. One area was up in the northeast here, and I mean, I don't know. Just say extend the L a little further out, but
Yeah.
if you want to extend the sub, that's cool too. And also they want something to not cheapen, but decrease the cost of the regional rail, because that's also one of the most accessible ways to get there. And a lot of the Sixers fans come from the suburbs apparently, so you know.
I feel like people just gotta stop crying in general, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. I'm not saying that moving it there is gonna be a good or a bad idea. I heard everything you said. You really touched on most of the points that I would have, questioned. Traffic is definitely the least of my worries though.
1,000%.
I'm not driving it. Even I'm not like it's just not a thing. Even when it came time to like go to like any kind of games, concerts, or anything at like the Wells Fargo Center, Leocor, or wherever, whatever center we're going to, like being from Philly, I'm not driving to those places. I'm definitely going Uber because you can drive down there, but you can't never get out.
Nope.
Like when it's time to go, it's gonna take you an hour just to get where you. It's gonna take you an hour to get out the stadium, like, and that's it. Like it's gonna take me mad long to get out the stadium. It's gonna be traffic trying to get to the expressway, and then I gotta get home on top of that. So I'm not driving down there. So the fact that it's moving downtown actually is a little bit closer to where I'm actually like where I live. So it'll be easier for me. You know what I'm saying? So not really gonna be mad at that. I definitely don't think it's no like road crime downtown. Like you watch the news all the time. I don't watch the news often, but I don't really hear too much of anything goes on downtown. Like it's not a thing. I think traffic would definitely be like the biggest argument that people had. And because I can't really speak to Chinatown because I'm not Chinese or Asian for that matter. But for the people down there who's afraid to lose their culture, I mean, I feel like yes and no, right? Like so
let me ask you this, because there was another comparison that's brought up, and you live in that area, so I figured you'd have more insight. So remember a few years ago there was a bid for Temple to build their football stadium about a block away from your house on what's that, Norris?
Yeah.
And that got declined because of or I don't know if it got declined, but there was a lot of pushback there because the locals they didn't want that, the congestion, all of that, and that was brought up in this conversation. They kind of compared that to the Chinatown situation.
So I get that, but there is literally, I want to say, it's already congested, so it's the same situation. So like, my block currently has so many Temple students on there that it be times where I'm coming home and I don't have a spot on the block. I gotta park around the corner, and then due to like traffic, the signs and all that on the street, sometimes I park like 2-3 blocks away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like I always gotta take that walk. I don't feel like if they would have built something that I would have had to take any less of a walk. You know what I mean? If anything, them building something probably, what little people left in the neighborhood would probably be have to move. But outside of the little people who they would have to like relocate, I don't think it would affect anybody but the Temple students, because they would have to take down a bunch of the Temple students' houses in order to rebuild the stadium in the first place, depending on how big they wanted to make it. So I'm not.
See, people's biggest squabble with that is they want to move when they want to move. They don't want to be like forced out. So you don't want to be living there happily, and then one day they're like, we're building the stadium. You should probably find somewhere to go.
But that'd be the thing, bro. People don't be happy, and I think this is not even just with the stadium. I think just in general. I think what you said is the point, right? It's just that people don't want to be told what to do. That's anything in life. If I tell you not to touch that button, then you won't want to touch the button. You just don't want me to say, don't touch it. If I don't say nothing about it, you might say, what do it do? You might question it, it's there. Shit, you might even look past it because nobody said nothing about it. So why you worried about it?
Right.
But the second somebody tell you not to do it, now your finger itching. It's how I want to do this. oh my God, this, that, and third. So I know a lot of people in like my area now because, like I said, it's hard to park. The Temple students they're dirty, right? So like they're phenomenally like dirty. It's
Terrible. It's
exactly like
ridiculous.
it's really bad, right? So like I know people who complain about the students all the time. Like they're just filthy out here. They don't care. It's not their neighborhood, etc. So on and so forth. All this other stuff. But if you feel all of these types of ways, it would sound like you would want to get out the hood anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, okay, cool. Now I'm gonna give you the opportunity to get out the hood, and it's like, I don't want to leave because they just trying to push me out because of this, that, and the third. I don't like that. People just can't be happy. You know what I mean?
That's
So
true.
I don't. I feel like the argument is more so just along the lines of like, I want to stay because you want me to leave. So I'm not really. I don't see that it would be like a crazy big deal. But that's just me personally.
Okay, okay. Points for me. Points for me.
Oh. But yeah, so.
Well, yeah. So look out for that. 2030. In the meantime, between time, we got a lot of events. I think that stadium gonna be lit just because it's gonna add a third, not third, but it's gonna add a second large music venue. I mean, you can count like Citizens Bank Park and Wells Fargo, but usually when you get real big superstars that go there. But when you think about your favorite artist who's like who's not bubbling, but they just hit the cusp, a venue in Center City, it's going to be like the Barclays. So we might get more like boxing events, more UFC events,
More stuff around
more
Philly
stuff to
in
do.
general.
Yeah.
Like you get outings and stuff like that for those who like, live type events. So
Yeah.
I think
Listen, I'm proud to be from this city. I love the history we have, and I love seeing it grow and adjust and change, and just be in a city where people come and visit and want to know more about, because I just think that's been forgotten. We as a city, it's forgotten outside of here of how much we have to do with what this country is today. Like, we are the first nation's capital. We were originally the state capital, like Liberty Bell, Independence Hall, Declaration of Independence, all that good stuff. Like all the history that happens here, and people forget. Like they don't be knowing. They be coming here like, well, what y'all got besides cheesesteaks? So now people will be able to come and see what we got. Like I think it's really really good. So a lot of good things happening in Philadelphia.
wait,
Proud
hold
of
on. I'm gonna stop you here for a quick second.
Go ahead.
Did you hear that they try and compare I think it's New York, the chopped cheese to the cheesesteak?
First off, I've had this fight with my a friend of mine from New York for years, and I don't understand why they keep trying to compare the two. Don't chop up some ground cheeseburger meat and call it.
A cheesesteak, bro.
It's not. It's not the same. Don't do
It's
that.
two different things.
Don't do that,
Oh my
because
gosh,
we use the actual steak over here. Like we using some Angus, we chopping that up. We ain't ground. We ain't get no ground meats. We ain't take a burger and chop up a burger patty, put some cheese on it, and then put it on the bun. That's not what happened over here. We really put love into that Angus when we chopped it up. If you go into the poppy store, they in there, like y'all not doing that with y'all's. Y'all not. Y'all stabbing it. Y'all stabbing your burger patty a couple times, pressing down on it with some cheese in the bun, calling it a day. It's not the same. Don't embarrass yourself like that.
Niggas just made sloppy Joe without the sloppy Joe sauce.
Exactly what happened.
I don't understand.
Lazy, just lazy. It's a lazy thing.
But why? Like I don't understand the comparison. I don't get why they comparing it. Like it's crazy. Like it's crazy to me. But yeah, they definitely out in New York thinking that a chopped cheese is a cheesesteak, and they gotta be stopped, bro. Like you just gotta be stopped because it's not the same.
Yeah, don't bring that energy to me. Y'all keep telling Shon that. Don't come into my DMs talking about yo the chopped cheese better. I'ma block you immediately because you talking reckless. Don't come talking to me like that.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I had to go on that side note because I was baffled when I heard it. I was like, "Are you serious?"
I've been since day one. The day somebody told me that chopped cheese, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's a burger. What? So y'all redid the cheesesteak with a burger patty? Why would you do that?
They did. They tried to remix it.
Y'all just wanted cheaper meat? Like y'all couldn't afford the steak to? Y'all could have made a cheesesteak. Just call it a cheesesteak so we know it's ours. But like y'all could have made a cheesesteak, but y'all went and got a burger patty and chopped that up. Why?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
not they went and got ground meat and like cooked the ground meat. Like they went and got a burger patty and chopped it. Why would you do that?
They called it a substitute.
So lazy.
They called it a substitute.
So lazy.
And if y'all are true Philadelphians, I know y'all go anywhere in the world and people always on their menu a Philly cheesesteak. And I'd always say Philly cheesesteak. And it's never really a Philly cheesesteak.
Bruh, I went somewhere and they
But
said Philly steak and cheese. I said, what is going on here?
exactly. It's crazy. It's mind boggling. So for them, like I would even accept that. Like I accept going somewhere and seeing that on the menu. I'm never gonna order it.
Mm-mm.
Like I'm not gonna order it. I don't
don't
want to
wanna
try
see
it.
it.
I don't want to taste it. Like I just like I don't. It's not for me. But to try to remix our shit and make it your own, don't do that either. Like don't do that. Don't take our shit and then try to make it yours and then be like, yeah, we the originators of the chopped cheese. No, fuck y'all.
No.
Fuck
No.
yo.
Y'all was just poor. Y'all was just poor.
Niggas had to make it
The
do
chopped
what
cheese
they
was
had.
definitely some shit made in the projects. I promise you. Because ain't no way.
I know.
Ain't no way. I wonder. So you know how like in Philly, when you go to like certain restaurants, they don't like try to elevate the cheesesteak. I wonder if they do that shit in New York. Do they elevate the chopped cheese? Because if you elevate the chopped cheese, it's just a cheesesteak.
That's true.
Because when they elevate the steak here, they just use better cuts of steak, right? So what they're going to use better cuts of ground meat.
Yeah, and that's gonna be essentially.
It's going to be a cheesesteak, like. Y'all biters, dog. Y'all are biters.
Right. It probably was made in the hood. I wouldn't be surprised at that.
Come on, man. Ain't nobody just chop. Why would you chop up a burger? Why can't you eat a burger regular? What's wrong with it? Who likes their burgers mashed?
That's weird. But what I do feel like y'all can do, if y'all want to elevate the cheesesteak, if y'all don't have a different cut of meat, come out with a different sauce or something. Like, create something that go on top of it that's different. Or, make it different. Like, the nigga who put fucking lettuce and tomatoes on there decided to call it a cheesesteak hoagie.
Bruh.
And niggas eat that shit.
Goat level.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, they know they needed a salad with their cheesesteak until they had
did
it.
not know. And then you get your cheesesteak hoagie and it became a staple. Like, people eat that.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Like, create something that goes with it. Don't try to take it and remaster it completely. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, nah, I'm not for that.
I don't even want New York to explore with cheesesteaks though, because I feel like they're gonna make a cheesesteak sub, and I'm gonna be bothered. Because how you gonna eat a cheesesteak when you cut the damn bun in the middle?
Yeah.
Cut the bun directly through the middle. Now you got meat falling out on both sides. Just sloppy.
I know. And the thing with the cheesesteak is they gotta be greasy, so you gotta have part of the bread to catch the grease. And if you can't, then it's not.
Just don't do it, y'all. Y'all ain't gotta do it. You really don't. Y'all can come up with your own sandwiches. It's fine. Philly ain't that far. You can come and get a cheesesteak.
You know what? And I'm actually okay with the chopped cheese. I'm cool with them calling it a chopped cheese. I'm cool with them taking the idea of a chopped cheese.
Just don't compare it to a cheesesteak, because it ain't.
Exactly.
It ain't even close. Not in the same spectrum.
Nah. Talk about being proud from being from Philly. I love my cheesesteaks. So don't.
If it's two things, when I was away from Philly, if it was two things I missed, it was cheesesteaks and hoagies.
Yep.
Cheesesteaks and hoagies. Honorable mention is pretzel and water ice, but cheesesteaks and hoagies were top of the list.
Pretzels and water ice is definitely the thing, because everywhere else they don't have water ice.
They got Ritas, but like I don't really
fuck
with
with
Ritas like
ices
that.
and shit though. Like whenever you go somewhere else, they don't
or
actually
a snow
have
cone.
Yeah, like it's not actual water
I hate
ice.
snow cone.
It'd be different. It's different. So yep, I would definitely throw water ice in there. And niggas don't know about the water ice pretzel combo. So
bruh, iconic. It's iconic combo.
Come on, don't come for Philly. It's just leave it there.
Top tier summertime snacks.
Yeah, we got this.
Top tier comfort food. That's what we do.
Yeah, we got this. But all right, bro. Enough about Philly. What we had next? Do you have anything?
What you got for us?
I seen. Oh, did I tell you about the Drake post?
No, you did not.
We talked about Drake a while ago, so I felt like we could mention this in like the little current event section, but we got carried away. But apparently Drake posted into his story a picture of a lady. She was at dinner or some type of restaurant with somebody else, like another dude or something. But he posted her with the caption that said, "Trying to airdrop Shorty a photo of herself because she's a dime." So, reason I need to bring this up, one is because Drake slid into somebody's DMs. We had this conversation.
I sure did.
Number two, this nigga is Drake. Why are you airdropping people photos of themselves? I feel like if I'm sitting at a table and Drake decided to come over and sit at the table with me, I'm going to be like, have a seat, my guy. Until I realize you're trying to talk to my girl, and then you got to go. But, like, prior to you opening your mouth to say anything, I'm going to be excited. You're a celebrity. You trying to sit down at my table? You ain't got to do nothing. Why are you airdropping her a photo of herself? That's weird.
It is. It's definitely given pressed. Well, she shouldn't be. You ain't even gotta do all that.
Cause you're celeb.
I guess he thought it was gonna be smooth or like
and
some
then
shit that
posted it like it was cool. Like you
Nah,
thought
it's
that you
creepy.
really thought it's creepy.
And then it's more creepy because we don't know what you don't know what her phone name is. So like when you do the airdrop, all these other phones come on. You can't search for one phone in airdrop. Like when you do airdrop, it bring up all the phones in the area. So if everybody around you got iPhones and they all on private, they all just say iPhone. So you had to send this picture to a bunch of random people before you send it to her.
Yep. And then everybody got pictures of her and they
right,
because everybody accept the airdrop because people nosy. Like it's creepy. I don't.
Oh, even better thing, you send that shit, she declined it. Now you look dumb.
I mean, I guess you don't because you don't know. Like,
I mean, when you see it ain't download.
I mean, it just got declined. You ain't gonna know it was her that declined it though, so you gonna try the next one. I ain't done.
Hey, yo.
You just gonna keep going until somebody accepts it.
That's too much dedication for me.
That's what I'm saying though. For you to be how big of a celebrity you are, for you to have to do all that.
That's a cornball move. It's real corny.
I just don't understand.
You ain't got to work that hard, Drake.
I don't understand it. I don't understand.
I'm sure she saw you and knew who you were. You ain't black famous. You famous.
Exactly.
If you were just black famous, I'd be like, shoot your shot, Brody. But nah, you bull for real. People know who Drake is.
I was confused. I was baffled. I just didn't understand. I was like, dang, celebrities make like cornball moves like this too, huh?
Mm-hmm. Drake definitely does.
And it was bad. Like he could have did that. He could have kept it to himself. And if he would have got the girl, I'd have been like, cool. Put that shit in a song, and I guarantee niggas would have been like,
it'd have been Instagram captions.
Facts, right?
Instagram caption.
It would have been anything. Like niggas would have ate that up. Like airdropped her a picture of herself because she a dime, got that something.
Just not you trying to
Took
make the
her
bars.
to the crib. I'm saying, like, I don't know.
Not you trying to become a rapper.
I'm saying what he's saying, but I'm just saying, I don't know how he would have finished it.
Mm.
But that's what he said. Like, if he would have said that shit and then, like, finished him up with some hard shit, niggas would have took that. It definitely would have been an Instagram caption. Girls would have been happy. Yeah, what y'all doing? Y'all not airdropping y'all not airdropping me pictures of myself? It would have been crazy. Like, he'd have changed the game. And niggas would have been on his side. But because he did it this way, I just was like, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Niggas doing this. Meanwhile, Chris Brown getting paid $1,000 for meet and greets, and that got the internet in a frenzy because some people looking at Chris Brown like he a crackhead and they wondering why this is happening. And then some people was looking at Chris Brown and it's like, I mean, that's what it mean to be a celebrity. Like when people say know your worth, like he a celebrity, you gotta know it, right?
All right. I'm gonna start this off by saying I am not on the Chris Brown bandwagon at all. I don't know why y'all like Bull. It baffles me, but whatever. Y'all, like who you like. However, whatever price he charges for the package. First off, I don't think meet and greets and VIP packages are priced well in general. Okay. I just feel like, fans. I feel like it leaves out fans who just can't afford it, and that's not fair. Like I feel like your biggest fans and your most loyal fans don't always have the opportunity to make that because they have no fucking money, and that's not their fault. Like you can't blame them for being poor.
But I can't make it cheaper because then everybody could afford me.
That's
then I'm
that's
be
also
there forever.
True. I think it's a balance when you're a celebrity. I think it's a balance of doing meet and greets that are paid and meet and greets, meet and greets that are paid by the fans and meet and greets that are paid by a company for a lump sum and you see your fans. That way, everybody can try. So. Whatever. But on the flip side to the Chris Brown thing, I'm not mad at him charging $1,000 because the experience that it looks like the people got was worth it. Like you don't really get to have that type of interaction. Yeah, you don't get to have that type of interaction. Like he was hugging motherfuckers like it was prom. They was taking prom pictures. They was taking jailhouse pools pictures. They was taking baby shower.
It looked like he literally could have. He might have. You walked up and he was like, "How you want this picture?" Right. And you literally was like, "I want you to do this," and he was like, "All right, say that," and you just did it.
But it just looked fun. Like all his smiles look genuine. I don't know if they were fake, but they all look genuine. Smiles of the fans were like they were so ecstatic. And who knows what else they got with that? It seemed like they had some one-on-one time before the photo op. So
gotcha.
I can't be mad at it. If that's what the $1,000 get you once in a lifetime. Chat with Chris Brown, and you got to ask him all the questions you've been wanting to ask. great. But what I'll say to you, what I said to my brothers in our group chat, is that I'm almost certain that $1,000 was also a ploy to plot out the baddest bitches in that group that he was gonna call later. I'm sure he bombed. I'm sure he bombed a few
shot
of
they
them.
shot. Yeah.
I'm sure a few of them went with him to Nodo that night and got in the free and sat in the VIP with him.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep. So I mean, it is what it is.
If you was a celeb, you feel like that's how you would move?
Don't do that to me.
I'm sorry.
Don't do that to me.
All right, next question.
Black men don't cheat, and
Black men don't cheat. You're right.
I'm not. Right. I'm not gonna be single. So, you know.
You don't feel like you'll be single?
Nah. I gotta get tied down before I get famous. Because once I get famous, it's gonna be impossible. I'm gonna be a believer in anything. Be in divorce court every year.
You owe a lot of people money.
Bro, so much alimony.
Alimony.
He introduced me to this lifestyle. How am I supposed to go back? Bitch, I bought you McDonald's.
I was about to say, because knowing you eating at the most expensive steak places every fucking week.
Oh my God.
Wife gonna go crazy. Like, what am I supposed to do now? And I quit my job for you. Like,
bruh. That's what I'm on. Don't quit your job for me ever. I don't care what shit I be talking. Don't quit. Lie to me. Oh, I ain't going back to work. Then go to work. Because, I can't.
So you're not gonna take care of her, bro?
No.
You answer that.
Nah, I will, but like I don't keep your shit. That way I can say if we do get divorced, like I'm like, well, she was still working the whole time, so she good. She got enough saved up. She is fine.
Get that prenup signed, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Get that John signed. Anything that came before you, sis. Sorry.
Prenups are Swiss cheese though. Like they sound like they set, but my lawyers be chewing them joints up sometimes. You gotta have a real good lawyer to drop a real good one. Because if you get a lazy lawyer, they drop some bullshit.
Bro, if I paid a lawyer, I'm definitely paying top tier. Like, if I pay for services, I'm not taking the homie from down the block. I'm definitely taking the top tier person. Like, cause,
Yeah, last thing you want is to have a prenup and that shit got holes all in it. And next thing you know, y'all in fucking divorce court. Or y'all in the little hearings trying to settle, and her lawyer just eating that shit alive. Well, what about this? This doesn't fall under that. And you like, shit. Leaving a lot of money on the table right now. Now you trying to hide money in different accounts.
I feel that. Niggas be hiding money on a regular though, so I don't know. Not me, ladies. I don't have money. But niggas be hiding money on a regular, so I don't know.
I don't got nobody I gotta hide money from, so we gotta worry about that over here.
I don't have to hide, you know. Depending on how we handle the funds. So if all your money going to the account with Shorty, then I don't know. I don't know if I want that life.
I feel that.
You don't need to know. You don't need to know. As long as I take care of the bills, we good, right?
That's facts.
Yeah. But alright, yeah. So Drake turns into a cornball. Chris Brown is making bank.
Yeah.
And possibly they probably paid that stack to to experience a lifestyle that they didn't have. So that's cool. That's it. That's all we got.
Yeah, I think that's all for this week. We gave y'all a light week this time. Y'all just got to hear us talk about us. I don't really get that too much.
I feel like people like stories, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Hopefully that was enough. Maybe some people liked it.
If you liked it, you know what you can do. You can review, you can rate, you can leave a like, you can share it. You know, we love a good share. So, you know, on Apple Podcasts, go on there, give us a 5-star review, leave your review. We love to see it. If you're on Spotify, you got to listen to 5 episodes first, but then you can also leave a 5-star review. And then, you know, on YouTube, you can subscribe, you can rate, same thing, 5 stars. Leave a nice little review on the video, let us know what you think. If you have any stories or any comments on anything we talked about, definitely let us know. If you want to be a guest, we are actively looking for guests for the podcast. So, you know, hit us up on Instagram at Car Convos the podcast. Shoot us a DM, let us know. When you come, make sure you give us a topic that you would like to talk about or some subject matter that interests you, so we can try to, curate some topics for you. But yeah, we want to get more active with y'all. We want to talk to y'all more often. We chatted up with a lot of y'all in the comments, but we want to chat it up with y'all in the car in the back seat. So
yeah, appreciate me, niggas, because I don't talk about my life. I'm so low key, and Mo made me talk about my whole birthday experience. This is too much, but
shared a lot today.
This is a lot. So appreciate this shit, and so do what he said, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it. We out.
We out.